What you see from that video clip is basically the sound, which we can't hear, but in the plant there's stomata, okay? And what that frequency that the biowave emits is it actually opens up the stomata on a plant, okay, which allows it to uptake more nutrients and grow. The plant actually grows better, as you saw in the video. Now, if it can affect plants that way, certainly sound can affect people. And we all have heard Verizon, can you hear me now? You know, we joke about it with our friends when we're on the phone. I have straight talk, and I'm always constant, can you hear me? Can you hear me? You know, these phrases stick with us. And, you know, those are more phrases. I don't know if those are as much sounds as what the sonic boom is talking about. You know, he's talking about not so much a jingle, but maybe there's an example in the book from SunChips, and when they came out with a certain bag, okay, that crinkled in a way that the customer didn't like, sales dropped, and it was amazing, just because of the sound of the bag. So you have to, you know, sound is a very powerful thing. And again, we must take into consideration, I agree with a lot of points from the author, but we have to take into consideration different people respond to different stimulants in society. Obviously, a deaf person is not going to respond to the SunChips bag, or someone who can't hear very well. But I think most people, you know, have music that they like. They're put in better moods with certain kind of music. And the book goes into talking about, you know, how maybe if you walked into a store and somehow if they were playing music, you know, in a grocery store, if they were playing music that was soft jazz, you know, that would relate more to older people. Now in the afternoon, after work, when the younger millennials are getting out of work, if you play some rock or some pop, which, you know, younger people tend to like more, that would get people buying more and get people energized. And there's arguments that gets people out the door. I mean, you don't really know. There's no exact science because different people respond to different things in society. But this is a great book. And again, the author, he has very good points, and I agree with a lot of his points. I disagree with some points, you know, that sound can create the landscape in which we make important decisions to lead to better, more considered outcomes. I'm not sure that that's true with everyone. I think sound affects people in different ways. I'm a very visual person. What I see, I respond to. Sounds, not so much. So I think it's important to understand, you know, how sound can affect us and how bad sound can hurt us when you're marketing to consumers. But I don't necessarily think that that's the entire focus that we should focus on. Great book. Joel Beckerman has a lot of good insights. I'm glad I read the book. And if he comes out with another book, I'll definitely read it. And it was definitely worth the time. Thank you very much for your time, 5 minutes of time. And I appreciate it. Have a good afternoon. Bye now.